up? What's up? Oh, it's so dark out here. I was trying to wait to see if it would get light, and then it just hasn't. So I'm just like, here I am, guys. What's up? Whew. Man. See, and if I turn it off, it's like you can't even see me at all. Hey, guys. How's everybody doing today? It's Monday. I really sat in bed today and thought, what if I didn't go to work today? And here I am at work. Good times. Man, Turtle Island was a little bit crazy last night. It was a lot crazy. I'm not going to lie. It was absolute pure and utter chaos. Just how I like it. And I read everybody's comments just trying to get like, it's good to have criticism to see how you can better yourself. Like every day you need to be better than you were the day before. And that's my motto. And so like I read a lot of criticism all the time. And with Turtle Island, it's important because it's a big part of Dolly Vision. You gotta excuse me. I was still really congested. So I've been kind of like on my sick bed all weekend. I hadn't really done much. I've just been kind of lounging, and I slept almost all weekend, and I kind of sound like I probably should go back to bed. I hope my boss feels the same way. Wow, this was a big part of the game. I don't know if you guys can see my notes, which again, everybody that knows Chaos knows how to read stuff like this, but some of you guys are not familiar with the Chaos language, so I understand if you don't understand. But see how all of these with the arrows going down, that was the part in the game where all of Bombshell saves went over to Dumplin', and yeah, it was crazy. But good times. Thank you, Dumplin'. But I mean, it's fun. For the most part, it's a lot of fun. I just don't like it when people get upset in the chat because I feel like I'm failing at something. And I know it's not necessarily me, but clearly I'm not, the host or the star of the show. So I just help run the show. But it's like a lot of stuff that I've implemented into the game. So I kind of feel responsible. I don't know. It's stupid. It's really stupid. But I'm glad we got to put up shirts, and the top creators got their shirts, and I'm excited to see what they look like. I'm excited. Ooh, thank you so much. I love the little graphics on the screen. It's so cute. Little flower. So I don't know what happened with the cards. There were too many cards that said to swap players, kicks, and saves. When I rewrite the cards, sometimes the old cards are still in the batch, and I have to kind of like sort through them before the game starts, which I did that, and I don't know, something got messed up somehow, but it worked out because we tossed one out. Thank you, Abigail. I love it. I love the little emojis. They're so cute. And it was crazy that not a single person had, my watch. It's so bossy. It tells me to stand up. I can't stand up right now, asshole. Her save disappeared at the end of the game. So what the heck happened? Bombshell saves? What happened was that she had new saves after her saves disappeared. And there was people that had kicks. So if you're focusing on saving people and all you do is add saves to them, it's gonna end up not working out in your favor, because when there's somebody that has one kick, which is actually Bombshell thought that her guess of she thought that the angel card was taken too. No, it wasn't. Nobody stripped the angel card. The card, I need to make it, see, that's where I think we're getting confused. When Dolly is reading the cards that I wrote out, he's not reading the full card, like the whole strip immunity card. It literally says strip immunity, or get 10 votes if no one has immunity. And he was not reading that last line, if no one has immunity. So, like, he literally was, like, messing shit up because he didn't read the rest of the card. But the break a curse card, where everybody thought that the connection got severed, it's basically only for the curse card. There's a guardian angel card and there's a curse card. And so break a curse card is to break the curse card. So, like, if you have 2 players join together, Miss Ann has it all written out. Ask her. Okay, but Miss Ann didn't write the game. She didn't write the freaking shit that I mean, like, I don't, that's what I mean. It's just a game. And, I mean, in the end, you know, the person that you're wanting to not go home didn't go home anyway. But ultimately, I'm just going to have to figure it out to where it's not as confusing. The whole point in the cards and the game and all of the game changers is so that people aren't keeping that close of a track to it. Because if you can predict who's going to win in the end anyway, it's stupid. Because then all you got to do is wait until 5 minutes before the show's over and mass spam money or, you know, votes or whatever to get the person to get that, like, one up on the other person, and then they win. It's supposed to be somewhat unpredictable, and it's supposed to be a little bit chaotic so that the game is not predictable, if that makes sense. But I mean, I see what you mean, and I see the point of how a couple people were saying, like, it was a little bit too much, and I agree. I think the fact that the shirts got added, I think that made it a little bit more harder on me, and it added a whole different element to it, because I was having to check that all while keeping up with the chat and counting all the votes. But it's hard to explain. I know that, you know, a lot of people do keep track and keep count and whatever, and that's fine. I mean, I'm not hiding nothing. It's great, you know, to have somebody as a backup, because that's what Turtle Gang counts as a backup for me. And we actually have a couple of people that kind of count in the background so that I don't make a mistake, because I mean, I'm human. It definitely gets really chaotic, but that's where I'm in my element. Hey, Ryan the Gamer. Exactly what we don't want people knowing before it's announced. Yeah, that's confusing for you. I'm not confused most of the time. That's what I mean. Because you're confused. You think I'm confused. I'm not confused. What happened with the Connect in the Guardian Angel card, that was my mistake. Like I said, I was having to flip screens to go look at shirt orders while I was looking at the chat. That's the part that got added last night. That added a little bit more onto me and my task. But for the most part, I was able to do it just fine. It's just that one thing that got a little bit messed up. But ultimately, the people, you know... Well, no, don't be sorry. I always sound like I'm angry or I'm defensive. I notice every time that I talk, when I talk with passion, everybody's like, oh my God, calm down. I'm like, I just talk like that when I'm excited about something or when I'm like really into what I'm talking about. I don't mean to sound like I'm mad or trying to fight anybody. You know what I mean? That's just how I talk when I get overly excited or into something. But, and see, like with, Jinkies was one of the people there that we were starting to get worried about because she was getting kicks, and then she got saves from an egg, and so she had a positive. So every single person on the board basically had a positive number. Why did that just go out? Sorry, guys. And thank you. Yeah, so Titanium Built ended up getting sent home with 3 votes to kick her, which sometimes they don't even have a single vote. Sometimes it actually does end up being positive votes, and the person with the least positive votes gets to go. No juicer says sorry about everything. It isn't you. No, it's totally okay. I'm really not bothered by a lot. Like, I don't, most of the time, I can overlook a lot. But when it comes to the game, I want to make it better. So I like to look at, the comments. Man, you had a tornado watch in Eastern Carolina? Holy shit. I seen the tornadoes this weekend, and some of them were just, like, extremely, like, killer tornadoes. Holy crap. It's like the weather just keeps getting more crazy every month. Everything is just, like, exploding. And, Brooks, your area, did you have any bad storms? I heard Alabama had bad storms. Mississippi had, like, 110 death count. Like, holy shit. Has it always been like this, or is it just massively getting extremely worse every day? It killed 38 people over a course of Texas, Arkansas. Dang, too many tornadoes. I have hair in my mouth. Sorry, guys. Wow. I still have hair in my mouth. It's been like this world is ending. Yeah. I mean, where's Daily? I didn't hear the 110 number. I don't know where I heard it, but I was watching Lochner at one point, the Agenda Free TV on YouTube. And I don't think that it was on his channel that I heard it. Not too close near me, but play close. Yeah. I don't know where I heard it now that I think about it. But it's scary. I can't imagine. I really can't imagine. And here in Virginia, we get hurricanes. Hurricanes can be pretty scary, but for the most part, they're just bad storms. You lose power, your refrigerator goes out, that kind of thing. But nothing like there's people that are gone the next day. I mean, that's really scary. So, for next Turtle Island, I'm going to try and simplify the cards a little bit. Maybe that'll help. Maybe only have one swap of players, kicks, and saves. But then it's like all of the cards end up being boring. And I might put back the bring back a player or the instant kick. But the instant kick always, I don't know. We'll see. But hey, have a great St. Patty's Day. I totally forgot that it was Patty's Day, and I have that one green sweatshirt that Jimmy just got me at the place that we go to eat tacos. And I completely forgot. I could have worn that, but when I get to work, I would have had to take it off anyway. I have to wear a strict uniform, but I definitely don't have a single ounce of green on. That's usually not my color. I don't really love the color green, but recently I've noticed how it actually does look okay on me, so I don't know, but I don't usually have green on anyway, so I'll get pinched. Yeah, I'll do good. People think it's not in control because they don't know you and Dolly talk like that. Yeah, I seen a lot of people. It was so funny because Bombshell did a show after the stream was over, and a lot of people in her chat had comments I was just giggling about, because some comments are like, oh, it's like listening to mom and dad argue and you're in the back seat and you gotta pull the turtle over. And I just was cracking up because I'm like, I talk like that all the time. That's how we talk to each other. But I don't know. I just started watching Turtle Island like 2 or 3 episodes ago. I'm enjoying it. Yeah, you got to get used to all of the little rules in the game. And I've been throwing different curveballs in, so need one of your turtle plushie green. Yeah, I might have a turtle somewhere. I'm gonna pin a turtle to my shirt. I don't bring back anyone that's too close in the end. Yeah, I know. It's just something just kind of to throw in some kind of, like, curveball. But I don't know. I don't like that there's cards that, are just boring cards and people get eggs. And it's really what pushes the game and makes it a little bit more exciting. And I don't like that there's not cool cards in there. Like, I'm the one that came up with a lot of the cards that are in that Mr. Eggs, and I like the really crazy ones. And then when I first got introduced, and the people are just like, "Whoa, that card is cool," or "Good one," you know, because it's hard to come up with a concept. Maybe that's okay now. No, we'll just do this. But it's hard to come up with a concept for a game like that while you have to rely on the players to be able to respond to you in a timely manner while they're in chat. So it's like, if somebody gets a curse card, they have to say who they're going to curse within a certain amount of time, or else it's like, if it's delayed, it doesn't work. And so I have to sit there and watch the chat for the person to respond. It's just like, oh my God. But other than that, you know, it's easy, it's fun, it's a good time. I like the chaos. A lot of people feel like it's crazy and it's chaotic, but I mean, I keep up with it. It makes it fun for me. But hey, Bug Cherry Lover. Anyways, I seen Dolly Did a Live in the middle of the night again, and I get to rewatch that while I'm at work. Well, I don't usually watch. I usually listen. I listen to a lot. You work best under pressure. So much pressure. You're right. And, you know, and I didn't realize I did that until I had to do EMS. I got into EMS. I did volunteer in 2018. And at first I was like, the reason that I started to do it or wanted to do it, because I wanted to be a 911 dispatcher, and it was said to have been helpful as like having on your resume. And I was like, well, I used to have really bad anxiety back in the day, and I'm like, how am I going to go help other people if I have bad anxiety? Like, I'm going to get there and what, panic? And it's not like that at all. It's weird, because if I sat around and had time and had to, like, let's say I had an appointment at 5 o'clock that I would have to do CPR, I would freak out and freak myself out to a point where I possibly wouldn't be able to do it if I knew that I had to do it at 10 a.m. and that it was set for 5 p.m. But if I'm somewhere and it's like, oh, the alarm's going off, you have to go to this person's house and do CPR, it's like, hell yeah, let's go. It's like the weirdest thing ever. It's like the weirdest thing ever. I don't know how you keep up, PJ, but like you told us you do your best work when it's chaotic. Yeah, I do. It's I don't know. It's like something turns on in my brain. I'm just like, gotta keep up with all of it. And it's fun. But a lot of people don't get it and can't follow it. But it's just fun. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. I didn't even realize I was like that until then. I fell asleep during Dolly's live. Yeah, I was asleep. I was sound asleep before it even started. Would you go back to school and get your nurse license? Just a thought. I don't believe in the medical system anymore. It's, I don't know how to explain it. That's kind of why I got out of volunteer EMS also. Because it's like, once COVID hit, it was just a completely different world. The whole mask thing kind of made me, it's like I'm rebellious or defiant. Maybe I have that defiant disorder. I had been working as a volunteer EMT for 2 years, and the entire time I had never had to wear a mask. I had been in back of ambulances with plenty of, you know, patients that were dying, patients that were sick to the point where, you know, they've got 106-degree fever, and, you know, I'm just right there, right up next to them. And now all of a sudden it was like, oh, this is something you have to put a mask on for. And it would not make sense to me to a point where it's like I became defiant. And I didn't, because when I asked some of the paramedics, I'm like, what is the purpose of it? Because, you know, what I understand of it is that sorry guys. I guess I'm going to wear out the battery. It's not going to let me turn it back on. But now it's getting a little bit lighter out. It's raining, so I don't know how much lighter it's going to get. But basically, when I asked the paramedics to explain to me, like, why I hadn't had to wear a mask the entire time that I was in EMS, but now all of a sudden this new magical virus is here and we all have to wear one. And he told me that it was just propaganda. And I'm like, right, because it doesn't make sense. Because the purpose of the mask is to make sure that your spit doesn't get on anybody. You know what I mean? Like, I would make someone wear a mask in the back of the ambulance if they were contagious or coughing or sneezing a lot, you know? So it's like, it didn't make sense to me. And when I asked for an explanation, nobody could give me one. And then it was basically said to be like just propaganda. And I can't. When you start taking everything that you've learned and throwing it out the window just because all of a sudden it's like the cool thing to do or it's propaganda, I just don't. I mean, it does work for something because, you know, when doctors go in and they're doing surgery on a patient, when you open the body up and, you know, everything is exposed, the doctor has the mask on so you're not getting your germs and spit into the person that's opened up on the table. I mean, so it does serve a purpose, but the whole concept of COVID and where, you know, they tried to say in the very beginning, they tried to say that the virus could live on surfaces for 8 hours or something like that, like on a plastic surface. And I'm like, in what universe? A virus is not alive until it gets a host. So, like, you're telling me that this particle without DNA is just sitting on a plastic surface, alive, just waiting for you to freaking suck it up somehow? Like, I don't know. There's too many questions. And, nobody really explained it to me to where it was acceptable. And so I'm like, I don't believe in medicine anymore. I don't believe in the medical system. It's all for profit and it's all for control. And it's all like, I almost feel like, I don't know. I'm going to sound like a Looney Tune. Because there's so much like, I don't know. I don't believe in it. I've seen so many people that have been, you know, prescribed medicine, become addicted to the medicine, and then have to be put on other medicine to be addicted to the original medicine. And then at like a full circle, like I'm picking people up from clinics as an ambulance attendee, and it's like, the system is just so broken. And then when you have patients that actually need medicine, they're being denied because now you've got too many people that are just coming in to want the medicine. It's just like, I don't believe in the system anymore. And it sounds so bad because, like, I was saying stuff like that when Dolly just had a heart attack, and he's like, well, that hospital saved my life. And I'm like, yes, that's exactly what the point is of medicine, is it's supposed to save you. And that is one instance where it did save his life. So, like, how can I sit there and say I have so many questions and I have so many, like, negative feelings towards the system when it did actually, in fact, work? But yet at the same time, it's like the majority. I lost all hope in medicine when I was an EMT driver and walked into the freaking waiting area with a patient, and the nurse told me to go into the admin area, and the lady in admin was trying to say that the patient I was trying to bring in was a frequent flyer. And I'm like, well, I have to drop them somewhere. Where would you want me to put them? And she's like, we have other customers in the waiting area. They can be last. And I'm like, ma'am, did you just say customer? Because, like, last time I checked, I had a patient in the back of my ambulance. I don't refer to them as customers. Did you say customer? She said customer. But if you didn't do this or that, they wouldn't cause, they'd do that too. Yeah. I understand, PJ nurse here. Yeah, see, a lot of nurses, I definitely have a lot of nurse friends and companions and all that feel the same way. It's just like, I don't know. It's frustrating because as somebody that wants to help save people, it's like, you can't. There's been so many times where I've just like, I don't know. I agree the medical needs upgraded. You would be good for brainstorming. You can go private. Yeah. I hope you have a great day. You too, Plush Shrimp. Thanks, Dumpling. Posting my app. I got my coffee this morning. I was gonna skip it because I don't know. I'm starting to think like some of my issues might be like sugar related. Like I'm taking in too much sugar. I really need to diet because I don't like how I look. But people need to pay attention when they buy eggs. 5 minutes later, they could have to change. But paying attention would make things easy for you, Turtle Island. You worked hard. Thank you. Thank you, Brenda. Yeah, I'm glad some people can see that. I do work hard, and I take pride in my work. That's why whenever people get comments and post comments to the page like that, you know, they don't like it or they think it needs this or that, I try to take account and I try to look at the comments to see what I can maybe do to make it a little bit better. But it's just really hard. It's really hard to juggle it all. And I like hard. That's the problem. I'm like my own worst enemy. I like it when things are difficult. What's your coffee? No, ma'am, you might need coffee. This is caramel crunch frappuccino, double blended. I didn't know that made such a big difference, but when you double blend it, it's smooth. Have a good day, Miss Amanda. Hard to say, hard to satisfy. And yeah, that's exactly it. You know, my dad was a graphic designer, and a couple of years ago, I think maybe a while, it's been a while, like 12 years ago, or more, he told me something when I was starting to really like look into like a career as an artist. He claimed he was an artist, which, you know, graphic design, fine, artist. He said, you're always going to have an issue with somebody that doesn't like your work. Did my little package arrive Saturday? Jack, I haven't checked the post box since Thursday, I believe. So if it did, I'll have to check it today. I have packages to drop off. We got some of the shirt orders out. And, but yeah, I'll check it. Thank you. Medcare is just that. Medical care. No fluff, no expense either. Huh. But yeah, no, what my dad said is that you're always going to have a critic. And you're always going to have someone that's not going to like you or not going to like your work. And I mean, he was referring it as to like all art job based, where, you know, you can not have somebody that 100% loves everything you do. But I think that's basically everything in life. You're always going to have somebody that doesn't like you. You're always going to have somebody that has something against you or doesn't like something that you do. And I mean, that's normal. You're not supposed to like everybody. Living in Greece gave me a good review of medical care. I'm with you, PJ. We spend millions on fancy hospitals and RXs. Europe is totally opposite. I actually, I was born in Croatia. My parents still go to Croatia all the time. Last time I went, I was 18. But I do know the concept of, you know, different doctors and medical type stuff over there is definitely nothing like here. Their system is made kind of like how it is in Canada, where basically just anyone goes there. But the problem with that is that it's overwhelmed and overworked and like, you have to wait a long time to actually be seen properly in those areas. And so here it's like you get what you pay for, but at the same time, and you know, in the end, money rules everything. Money, you know, if you have more money, you're going to go see a doctor quicker, or you're going to see the best doctor because you can afford the best doctor. So it's like, in the end, money rules everything. So that's why I'm saying it's like the medical system is supposed to actually be there to help humans, and that's, in my opinion, how it should be. But it's actually whoever can pay you the most. And, I've gone so far with it with my conspiracy-minded brain is that I started thinking, certain stuff is done for profit. I just don't like that I feel like that, but I mean, I feel like that. I don't know. And when it comes to somebody's health and well-being, I don't really think there should be any type of profit being gained from it. But yet at the same time, you've got to compensate people for doing, and the people that actually are frontline helping. Doctors in the U.S. cost more here. I went to OB doctor and paid 50 euros a visit. Here's more with insurance. I agree. Yeah. The heart test I need cannot afford. See, that's what I mean. And I mean, that's horrible that you can't afford heart tests. I mean, that's horrible. I just can't imagine, being in that position and knowing, hey, I need this, but yet I can't afford it. Like, what kind of planet do we live on where people have billions of dollars and can spend their money on, just random shit that's not necessary, but then we have people here that need, help with their heart and they can't afford it. It makes me sick. The people in the front lines helping are you and me, poor. Yeah, I know. And that's the thing. I sometimes felt guilty like that I quit EMS. I only volunteered. I didn't get paid to do it. And I did it so that I could possibly get a job or a career in 911 dispatch, because that's what I always wanted. I thought I was like the perfect voice for the freaking human and there's got to be a person in between the two, the human being and the EMT worker. And I'm like, if I could be both, then I can understand how the in-between should go. And, I interviewed, I actually got the job and then my offer was rescinded, but I had so much issues with the application process. When you go to try and be a 911 dispatcher, you literally get hooked up to lie detectors. They do like this massive background check. And I mean, I understand why, because you're entrusted with so much information. But ultimately, man, that was how I almost have PTSD from that experience. And I never went back to try and get a different position or to get into a different 911 operating building. But it's like, it's just, I don't know. I got to a point where I'm like, I don't know if that's what I want to do anymore, because it's like the system is broken. The entire system is broken. And so I'm like, if the system is broken, do I want to really participate within the system? Because I mean, am I helping at that point, or am I like helping to enable the system? It's just, I don't know. It's deep. I don't know how we got so deep into conversation this morning, but it's deep. I have brain disease and get disability for blindness, but I don't get eye care. See, that's what I mean. Like, what? That makes me furious. And I have the same type of issues. I mean, not that I have anything that severe, but it's like I have teeth issues. And even the dental that I have, that's the top of the line, as high as you can get to pay for it, you go there and they're like, well, I was offended because I went to like a regular dentist, and I know I have issues. I've always had issues. I don't do drugs. I don't do meth, the stuff that messes up your teeth. I've never done any of that. I've just always had bad teeth. I brush my teeth like 3 times a day and I still have bad teeth. I know I probably consume too much sugar, but the dentist has always been looked at as like a cosmetic, like, oh, you should have done better with your teeth, therefore now you got to suffer. And even with the highest insurance, I go to the dentist and the lady's like, well, I'm going to offer you the what do they call it? The clinic. You should probably go to the clinic. There's a lot of issues that you have. And I'm like, I came here for you to evaluate and start working on one of my issues. I didn't come here for you to belittle me and tell me that I need to go to the clinic because I have too many issues. And I'm like, I'm definitely going to have a heart attack because I can't afford my dental. Don't say that. Don't speak stuff into existence. But, I mean, I feel ya. I have the same problems. And I finally was able to get because, my teeth have been bad. So, one by one they're coming out and whatnot, or getting fixed, and then they're getting messed up again. But I finally was able to get a partial, because I have one here that I finally had to like remove because my face was swollen. I mean, it was so bad, but I had a couple here that were already missing, and so they were able to make a partial for me. And like a week after I had my partial, I mean, I felt so great. Like I literally, like I was actually smiling in pictures. It wasn't the most comfortable thing to wear, and I kind of, you know, wasn't really even used to having it in my mouth even. And one morning I woke up in the middle of the night and the damn dog is eating my partial. I went back to try and get a replacement for it. And I'm like, all right, I pay out of pocket. I don't even care. Because at that point, you know, the insurance is not going to do it again. They're not going to give it to you again. Even though I got it for like $800 with insurance. This was before I upgraded to like the highest tier. But it was $800. And so the dog eats it, which I'm telling you, Wrangler is a French Bulldog. I'm telling you, before you get a French Bulldog, they're amazing. Great companion, very loyal. Love the dog to death. I would not change anything, but he loves to eat everything that is very fucking valuable to me. Like, he's eaten 3 AirPods. He's eaten a partial. He's eaten my Coach glasses that I needed to see. Oh, you guys are still here. I got a call. Sorry about that, guys. I gotta go into work anyway. Now that it's bright out here. Super bright. Oh, man. I'm back. But I gotta go into work anyway. Plus, we were getting so off topic. That was a deep conversation right there. Ugh. My dog twice to eat my partial because I hadn't washed food off. It was washed off. It was in the case, but I didn't close the case, and it was by my bed on my bedstand. And but when I tried the rest of my story, when I tried to get a new one, they told me that it was gonna be $1,200 for the deposit, and I just couldn't do it right then and there. But he ate one of my one of my headsets. He ate one of my I got Coach glasses to see far away, the brand Coach, and it was like the absolute perfect pair. I never found a pair of glasses that fit that well. He ate that. What else has he eaten? He eats everything that's like really important to me. It's the most annoying thing ever. What are you doing about Wrangler's allergies? He's getting ready to go back to the vet because it started really getting bad again. And yeah, he's got really bad allergies again. So I need to go get him checked out. Because does he eat any of Dolly's things? No, but he's been doing this since I've had the dog, and you know, he hasn't moved in with us until recently, which that's what the whole plan was. We were going to acclimate everybody one by one, and you know, you move in this time and you move in now, and so like as we gather and build our little family, Value Babe, he had shots, was it Citromycin? He had an allergy shot he would get every couple of months, but then it stopped working. The last 2 times that he got it, it didn't do anything. It just basically just was like he hadn't had a shot. So, it was time to go again, and I didn't go to it. I missed it, but I wasn't gonna get the shot anyway, because it's annoying. Oh my God, my friend's dog ate her diamond earrings and also eats money. See, I would have to, that would be a problem for me. Mine is going insane. I'm bringing mine too. Yeah. I don't know what it is. It's like, did we lose the bees? Do we not have bees anymore? Is that what it is? There's too much pollen? Or, I mean, I don't know. But it's like, it's worse and worse and worse. Allergies for humans and for dogs, I guess. It's usually a protein allergy. Switch the food to a different protein. My dog is allergic to all the meats except salmon. Lola and Wrangler eat from FROMM, and the food is whitefish and sweet potato. And yeah. My bees died 2 summers ago. See, that's what I mean. Like, dude, that's scary, because if the bees are gone, we don't Oh my god. Yeah. Were those the glasses you got in Nashville? No, those are at the house. I don't wear those. Those are my fancy glasses. Those were Louis Vuittons. Wasps are killing them. Damn. Yeah, see, that's what I mean. We need to worry about stuff like that. Bees pollinate the world and make us, like, have our food chain. Thank you, Angelina. All right, guys, I'm gonna run. I gotta go to work. I need to get a tissue. I sound so congested. I'm sorry. Ugh. Anyways, thanks so much for being with me every morning. You guys are the best. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Make sure to be kind to somebody, and have a great rest of your day. Bicycle.